All winners receive a full scholarship to Fearless Catholic Writing Camp in June at the University of St. Thomas. A cash prize for the Poet Laureate. Pick up those pens and start writing. The contests are open. For more details, go to CatholicLiteraryArts.org, CatholicLiteraryArts.org.
Hello, my name is Noah from St. Edward Catholic Church in Spring, inviting you to join us for our Lenten Parish Mission, featuring Bishop Brendan Cahill of the Diocese of Victoria. The mission is Monday, March 6th through Wednesday, March 8th. We have both morning and evening sessions to accommodate your schedule. Come transform your Lenten journey with us and Bishop Cahill. For more information, visit our church website, stedward.org/parish mission, or call 281-353-9774.
All women in the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston are invited to the annual Catholic Women's Conference on Saturday, March the 25th at St. Mary's Seminary. Join us to meditate on Mary, the Eucharist, and celebrating the 175th anniversary of the Archdiocese of Galveston-Houston. Keynote speakers include the Dominican Sisters of Mary, Mother of the Eucharist, Lisa May, and Kim Brown. Early registration, only $59, is underway online at ghcw.org.
You're listening to the Catholic Lunch Break, where we catch up on everything Catholic in Houston. My name is Tim. What are you giving up for Lent? Call in and tell us about it, 877-757-9424. Let us know, and maybe you could inspire somebody else. We're in this together, and I always find fasting easier when someone's doing it with me. So let me know that you're in this with me. 877-757-9424. You just heard about a women's conference that's going to be happening on March 25th. Well, I'd also like to tell you about a men's conference that's happening in June. And to help me tell you about that are the organizers of this, Father Ricardo Arreola from St. Bartholomew. Welcome to the Catholic Lunch Break.
Thank you, Tim, for inviting us.
And Richard Shirley, also a parishioner from St. Bartholomew. Welcome to the Catholic Lunch Break.
Thank you very much.
Glad to have you here. Well, Ora et Labora on June 10th is going to be a men's conference. It's been a while since we've had a men's-specific conference here in Houston. Tell me a little bit more about it.
Well, yes. So this is an initiative that we have here in St. Bartholomew, along with the Knights of Columbus. We thought that it was very much needed to have men on board, to be willing to sacrifice some of their time, because this is an all-day conference, and to sacrifice some of their time to be renewed. I think, we men like to always be active, and I think that's what's happening with a lot of the men, across the archdiocese. Of course, they're very responsible, and they're just spending a lot of time in their work. And I think it's time for them to just set aside one day and just dedicate it to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of topics that they're going to be hearing about and participating in. So we have about fatherhood. We have about, addictions, impure images, impure videos, fatherhood, even the spirit of the liturgy, sense of commitment, life of virtue, prayer, leadership, masculinity, work-life, faith, balance, and many others. We're even going to have a comedy show. We're going to have a comedy show.
Okay.
Yeah, so men love comedy, and I think that's going to be
a spoonful
really
of sugar helps the medicine go down, for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Very heavy topic, so we need some time to laugh as well.
So all-day conference, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. is
That's
what it
right.
says here on the flyer. A gorgeous flyer, by the way.
Yes,
so,
thank you.
Richard, what have you been doing to get ready for this conference?
Yeah, it's something that started a couple years ago prior to the COVID virus shut down and everything. We was fixing to have it at that point, and then everything got shut down. And then when we started coming back around, Father Rick and I started talking again. What could we do and how could we do it? And so just trying to organize that. We got several parishioners involved with it, and just trying to get it really started to do all the backdoor stuff.
Yeah. Oh, what do you see the big need is for men, either of you, in our culture right now? What do men need to be spiritually healthy?
Well, just like I mentioned, all these topics, men, the Catholic Church, we have strong beliefs on masculinity and that are rooted in oral tradition, that are rooted in sacred scripture. And I think the secularization of all the values and the dignity of manhood has been definitely deteriorated within the last centuries. And so I think it's important for men to understand that they're called to be spiritual leaders at their homes, that they're providers, they're protectors, but they're also equal in dignity with women, of course. But they are different from women, and but of course, rescuing those manly virtues along with mercy, with humility, with compassion, acknowledging that commandment: be merciful as your Father is merciful. Right. So, and that's why we have this theme, ora et labora. Right. I think that's something that we need to rescue. It is based on Catholic monasticism. The contemplative life, but also the active part. To be able to pursue a life of virtue through the sanctification of labor.
Yeah, yeah. Ora et labora. That's the motto of Saint Benedict, right? Prayer
That's right.
and work.
Yep, prayer and work, or prayer and labor. It's this an ancient proverb with roots in Christian monastic tradition.
Yeah. So, Richard, do you feel any of those kind of pressures in your own life as a man living in America, as a Catholic? What do you feel like you need from a conference like this?
Well, personally, I think, yes, it is needed. I feel it a lot. I think there's a lot of pressure out there. It's kind of the culture of manhood that you need to stand on your own 2 feet. And then when things happen, such as your kids don't go to the faith, there's whatever issue might be, that you feel you're the only one in the world that's ever happened that to. And as I've talked to more men at different functions, that kind of stuff, it's pretty common practice. And I think one of the pressures that has come from the secular world is that you need to stand on your own 2 feet. You need to figure all this out. And when it doesn't happen, then you feel like a failure. And there's a lot of other people that are in the exact same boat that you are. And we're just trying to bring that out and give them the opportunity to be able to talk to other people that are in the same boat they are.
Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people feel inadequate or feel like a failure. And if you come and you join in with other men who also feel like that, but then you place the beauty of the Catholic faith in front of you, and you get the encouragement from these speakers who are going to be, teaching you how to pray, how to work, how to be a man, not toxic masculinity, but holy masculinity. But then that is what's going to enrich your very day-to-day life.
That's right. Yeah, that's the goal. It's for men to really acknowledge, that they have a plan of God in the world, and they have a mission, whether it is as a father, as a husband, as a young man, in school, what is my role? How do I live my life out of glorifying God, basically.
And so some of these topics are going to be things that really apply to men specifically. I mean, we have Lenten missions, we have conferences where everything it applies to both men and women, but there are some needs, as you said, that men have, and there are some needs that women have, and different roles. And so this is what's going to be focusing on just that stuff for men. And where else do we get that? Not very often. Tell me about some of these speakers. Who do you have on the lineup?
Yeah, well, we're very, very happy to have Father David Michael Moses. The social media sensation. He's a good guy,
multi-talented.
Yeah, we were ordained together.
I know. I remember that. You guys were in the same cohort.
I said, "You better say yes, man. I'm inviting you to this. You better say yes." And he right away said, "Yes, of course. I'm available. I'll be there." So he's our keynote speaker. He's gonna be very good. We also have Father Richard Hinckley. He is the director of spiritual formation at St. Mary's Seminary. He's fantastic. He went to Rome. He formed himself.
I love talking to him. Yeah, he is a fun guy to talk to.
He's a very intelligent priest. You always learn something. Even, when you say hi to him, you learn something.
Exactly. So he's a great choice for a speaker, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Father Paul Kais, he's a priest of Opus Dei. Then Arlen Nichols, he is the founder and president of the St. John Paul II Foundation.
Talk about
He's
building
also
a family. Yeah.
Yeah, he has 9 kids. He knows
So
a lot
he's
about
got some
fatherhood.
experience
Yes.
about being a good man.
He
and
knows.
he gets things done, too. That's the thing about Arlen. Yeah.
Yes, he's very good, and also he's one of our parishioners, and so he's
Oh, I didn't
he's
realize
one
he
of
went to St.
ours.
Bart's.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I know if I need to get a hold of him, I'll just go to Mass at
That's
St.
right.
Bart's and
Yeah,
bump into him.
of course. And then also another one of our parishioners, Dr. Christopher Stravich. He is the president and founder of Rejoice Counseling Apostolate.
That's good stuff.
Many of our parishes, they have their apostolate. They have an office there, and this is Catholic counseling, and he's the head of this. And so he knows all about, especially addictions, impure images, impure videos, and many other addictions that man could fall.
Excellent.
And so he's going to be given that. And our MC and host for the whole conference is yours, David Magallanes.
None
So thank you,
other
David.
than the business manager of the Guadalupe Radio Network, David Magallanes. How did you get roped into that, man?
Well, my boss made a recommendation, and of course I said yes. But Father, it's going to be fantastic. We haven't had a men's conference in years, and I want to, I see this as like a mini retreat. And one of the things
With a comedy show.
with a comedy show
And great food.
and so men need to go to a retreat every year, and we need to refresh and just kind of go through the things that we need to be doing, and so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to these new band of brothers that I get a chance to meet and hang out with, and form a long life relationship, and that's what we're looking for, right?
Oh, yes, definitely.
So the only thing I'm worried about, Father, is how big is this place, and how that's what that's the only thing I'm worried about, Father.
No,
So-
yeah.
that's
So
good.
how many people are you expecting? I know you just opened up registration.
Yeah,
but yeah.
well, maybe 200, maybe 250
Okay,
men.
yeah.
That would be great.
What does the fire marshal say?
We'll
say 200. We'll say 200.
We'll see what he has to
You can always
say.
move it outside.
But
So-
registration is open. I think we already have registrations coming in.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
Nice.
Okay, so that's at st-bart.org.
Correct.
st-bart.org, or you could just Google St. Bartholomew and Katy, or at Labora Men's Conference. It's right there on the homepage, easy to see.
Yes.
Now, June 10th is not in Lent. I know Lent is our theme kind of today,
Correct.
but maybe some a guy's Lenten almsgiving could be signing up for this right now.
And this is actually it's going to be it's a beautiful day to have a men's conference because it will end with Holy Mass, and the homily will be given by Father Hinckley. And this is a vigil of Corpus Christi. That's why we have in the
yes.
poster a monstrance with our Lord, because it's the vigil of Corpus Christi.
Big
so
feast day.
it's going to be a great feast day. Now, I would like for Richard to talk a little bit about the role of the Knights of Columbus in this conference.
The Knights of Columbus are basically supporting it, sponsoring it, and the reason being is because the Knights, there are a lot of different perceptions out there, but one of them, it is a Catholic fraternal charitable organization, and in doing that, our primary goal is to support the parish, support the families, and by doing that, give glory and praise to God.
Amen.
And in doing this, it's an opportunity for us to accomplish all those goals.
So maybe you can attract some people who aren't necessarily in the Knights and give them a taste of that fraternity that the Knights fosters within men.
That's what we're trying to do, to show them that the Knights are a very diversified group. We support the parishes, we support the church, and in so doing it, this is one of the ways that we can support you, that you can support your family, and how do you build a domestic church?
Yeah, and in many ways, the Knights' Labora is their ora. Your work is your prayer.
That's
so
exactly right.
As you're doing the fish fries and you're sponsoring things like this and you're fundraising, you're supporting the pastor and all the missions of the church. You're praying. You're praying with your lives.
You should pray in everything you do, and this is one of the ways of doing it.
Wonderful. Well, Richard, Shirley, and Father Ricardo Ariola, thank you very much for joining us on
Thank
the Catholic
you.
Lunch Break today. I do want to talk to you guys again sometime before June. We can maybe
course.
get an update on how this goes. And I encourage all of our listeners right now, men and women, to go to st-bart.org, check out the men's conference. Can ladies sign up their husbands or
Yes,
sons,
yes.
fathers?
Hey,
No?
this is a great gift.
Yeah,
for
here's your
husbands,
Father's
of
Day
course.
present.
That's right.
We got a retreat for you with a comedy show. So there you go. Have some fun. Okay, so that'll do it. st-bart.org, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Noah Schrader from St. Edward Catholic Church and Romani Pereira from the Archdiocese, or actually from the Catholic Chaplain Corps, about more opportunities for you to get involved this Lent. What are you giving up for Lent? Please call and tell us about it right now. 877-757-9424. 877-757-9424. Let me know that you are with me in fasting this Lent, or maybe you have a creative suggestion that's going to inspire some of our other listeners to go even deeper in their own Lenten journey. 877-757-9424. You're listening to the Catholic Lunch Break on AM 1430.
Hi, I'm Joel Matthews, business owner and partner with TRO CPA. I'm a proud sponsor of this Guadalupe Radio Network station, and I think you should be too. As Catholics, I believe we should put our money where our faith is. And as a CPA, I help small business owners make wise decisions about their money every day. You can find out more about what I do and why I sponsor KSHJ by going to my website, trocpa.com. That's trocpa.com.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and I'm happy to announce that the Houston Catholic Women's Conference is having our first conference since 2020. It will be on March 25th at St. Michael's Catholic Church. It promises to be a day of renewal, a time to rededicate our lives and our hearts to Jesus and His Holy Church. As a mother of several small children, I know it's a challenge to get away for the day, but it is so worth it. Go to HoustonCWC.net to learn more. That's HoustonCWC.net to learn more.
KSHJ is sponsored by the Knights of Columbus Rangel Agency. For over 130 years, the primary mission of the Knights of Columbus has been to provide financial security to their members and their families, offering life insurance, long-term care insurance, disability income insurance, and annuity products. The Knights of Columbus are your shield for life. To learn more, find your agent, or discuss agent career opportunities in the Southeast Texas area, please contact General Agent Tony Rangel at 281-931-9100.
Drop. Come by and shop at our Spring Garage Sale March 4th and 5th at St. Justin Martyr Catholic Church from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're also accepting donations from household items to outdoor tools and sporting goods. Bring men's, women's, and children's clothing and toys in good condition. No furniture, electronics, or live animals accepted. All donations due by March 1st. For more information and a complete list of accepted donations, go to sjmtx.org.
This is the Catholic Lunch Break. My name is Tim Mott. We're catching up on everything Catholic in Houston. Are you giving up meat this Lent? Are you having a vegetarian lunch right now for your lunch break? Well, call and tell us about it. Take a picture. Put it on our Facebook group. 877-757-9424. I want to hear what you are doing for Lent. This is the first Monday in Lent. If you haven't figured out yet what you're doing for Lent, keep listening, because someone will call in and someone will tell you what they're doing, and it's going to inspire you. There's one of the things, David, that took me a while to get used to.
What's that?
I'm kind of a completionist. I'm a perfectionist, and so if I didn't have my Lenten discipline set up by Ash Wednesday, then I was like, I've missed it. I can't do anything. But as they say, better late tarry than never.
Right,
You can start your Lenten discipline anytime. It's all about now, this minute. This is the hour of salvation for you. Call in now. Tell us what you are doing for Lent, or if you have a question and just want us to help you, call in and ask us. 877-757-9424, 877-757-9424. Now, I would like to welcome to the Catholic Lunch Break Romani Pereira, who is with the Catholic Chaplain Corps, archgh.org, if you'd like to learn more. Romani, welcome to the Catholic Lunch Break.
Thank you, Tim, having me here.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for coming, because I was talking with Jonah Dykes over at the Archdiocese, and I was saying I want to feature more from the Archdiocese. I want you guys to come on at least once a month and tell me more. And what would that be? And he was like, a lot of people don't really know what the DSF ministries are. And I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That is absolutely perfect. Let's feature a Diocesan Services Fund ministry every month. And so here we are with the Catholic Chaplain Corps. So first of all, let's get to know you a little bit. Are you a native Houstonian?
No, actually, I'm originally from Sri Lanka.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. I've been here almost 35 years in Houston, and I joined Catholic Chaplain Course 2019 as
Okay.
a lay chaplain. And so I have worked as a lay chaplain at Texas Medical Center till end of last October. And then I have accepted the director position at Catholic Chaplain Corps.
Oh, so you're the director now. You're in charge of all the
Yes.
chaplains there. Servant of the servants of God. Is that that's one way to put it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
So tell me a little bit about the mission of the Catholic Chaplain Corps.
So our mission is to bring Christ, healing presence to the infirm, aged, and dying in the Diocese of Galveston, Houston. And ultimately, our mission is to provide effective and sacramental and pastoral care to all regions, including non-Catholic institutions in Diocese of Galveston, Houston.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, of course, most of the infirm, aged, and in prison or dying are going to be in hospitals, and so the chaplains are really going to spend a lot of time at hospitals.
That's correct. Yes.
How many hospitals are you at?
Texas Medical Center, we are currently serving 6 hospitals. And then Conroe regions, we have been serving 4 different hospitals.
Okay, so at least 10 there. Wow.
Yes.
And what do the chaplains do? What is their primary activity, I should say?
So our chaplains are there to serve patients, families, and healthcare staff.
Okay. So this you said that you're a lay chaplain, so it's not just clergy. How does the lay chaplaincy work?
So we have actually currently we have Zoe Krisak. She's one of our lay chaplain at Houston Methodist. And so they go through all our chaplains, they are trained clinically, and they go through 12 weeks of it's called clinical pastoral education. So to become a chaplain, they could go through some certifications, and some of our chaplains are board certified. We have 2 religious sisters serving currently in our ministry. Sister Ronnie Matthew, she serves at Baylor St. Luke's and Texas Medical Center, Texas Children at Medical Center, and Sister Lois Okpara, she serves at Memorial Hermann and Bentop.
Wow, okay. And you also have a priest as well. So
Yes.
offering the sacraments is going to be a huge part of this. I'm assuming, of course, last rites and anointing of the sick.
That's
but
correct.
What about masses?
Yes, we do offer masses in every hospital in different times during the week. So as an example, Baylor St. Luke's, we do have it Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and masses at noon. And Texas Children, we do offer 12 noon on Wednesdays. And Methodist, we also offer Wednesday and Sunday, Wednesday at noon, Sunday at 11 o'clock. And Memorial Hermann, we offer Thursday at noon.
And this is provided for by the Diocesan Services Fund. So,
That's correct.
yeah.
We won't be able to sustain our ministry without the diocesan support. Yeah.
Now you said you worked as a chaplain here, and now as the director, you can see what all of the chaplains are doing, and they're reporting to you. What difference do you see this making in the lives of those who are sick and dying here in Houston?
Yeah, I think our chaplain's presence itself speaks volume. So when we get a call to visit our patients or when we do rounds, I think, our presence itself, it talks highly.
When should someone who's one of our listeners, when should they reach out to a chaplain?
So when they have a, in case of emergency situations, end of life situations, so definitely they will be able to contact. We do have what you call one call approach. The number is 713-747-8445. So during the normal business hours, they will be able to connect with our Catholic Chaplain Corps office, and they will be able to connect you with the chaplain at the hospital. After hours, we do offer answering service. So they will be answering service will definitely connect you directly with the chaplain priest.
And is that number on the website as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
713-747-8445.
Yeah, 713-747-8445. That's a good number to put in your phone when you don't think you need it, because when you do need it, you're going to be in a crisis. Probably.
Exactly.
And so you're going to be needing to reach out to a Catholic chaplain at 713-747-8445. But of course, people can go to the Archdiocesan website and look up Catholic Chaplain Corps. It's archgh.org.
Yes, and then we do have a tab called Catholic Chaplain Corps Ministry on the right side, and then you could learn more about us and who we are and what we do.
Wonderful. Romani Pereira, thank you so much. What is the biggest change in your own life, in your own spiritual walk, that you have gotten from being a chaplain in these last 4 years?
Actually, I think the biggest thing I learned myself is how to listen to, people. I think going through that CPE training, clinical pastoral education, how to listen to people attentively, and provide the sacred space for them to tell their story.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The Catholic Chaplain Corps, one of the ministries that is funded by the Diocesan Services Fund. Is there any last message that you would like to give to our listeners to take away today?
I would say, I'm so blessed to serve this ministry with my team, and we do have 6 chaplain priests there serving in Texas Medical Center and Conroe region. And so, don't hesitate to call. Like I said, we do have the number listed on our website, and I will repeat again, 713-747-8445.
Wonderful. Well, I am looking forward to this whole year as we dive into all of the ministries that the Diocesan Services Fund provides for. Romani Pereira, the director of the Catholic Chaplain Corps. Thank you for joining us on the Catholic Lunch Break.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. And we have a call right now. If you would like to tell us what you are giving up for Lent, call 877-757-9424. But right now, I want to ask Catherine from Holy Rosary. Catherine, what are you giving up for Lent?
Well, it's interesting. I usually like to give up coffee or something else.
Oh my! I know how you could do that. Giving up coffee. Oh my word! You just had a heart attack right there. Okay.
Well, this year I actually prayed and I asked God. I said, God, please make it abundantly clear. What would you like for me to do as a spiritual practice for Lent? Giving up, adding in, whatever. And I said, please make it abundantly clear. I had a box that arrived from a Catholic company with a water font that I had ordered for our front door. And inside the box was the font, and then also a copy of Sister Noble's Memento Mori, a Lenten journal. So I called the company. I said, I didn't order this. It's in the box. And she said, well, that's all right. It's yours now. Please keep it or pass it on. So I said, thank you, God. And Memento Mori, adding in that journal and that time of prayer, is my spiritual practice this Lent.
The thing to take away is that you start with prayer. You ask God, what should I give up this Lent? What should I take on? And he sent it there in a box to you. I love it. Thank you so much, Catherine, for joining us on the Catholic Lunch Break, and may you have a very blessed Lent. We may have time for one more call if you want to tell us what you are giving up for Lent or taking on, or if God has sent you a package. 877-757-9424. 24. And one last interview today, Noah Schrader from St. Edward Catholic Church. Noah, welcome to the Catholic Lunch Break.
Thank you so much, Tim, for having me.
We actually heard your voice once already during one of our breaks so far in this show.
We did, yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's splendid that you're doing that. So there is a Lenten mission that's happening at St. Edward's on March 6th through 8th. That's coming up real soon.
Yes, we are currently gearing up for our Lenten mission at St. Edward, which will be taking place during the second week of Lent, and a great way for your wider listeners and for the community of St. Edward and all other parishes in the diocese near and far to kick off this Lent with a Lenten mission.
Now, I know that a lot of parishes have their own Lenten missions, and there are great speakers at all of them, but you have a very special guest that people may want to make a special appointment to go see. So who is going to be preaching this Lenten mission?
We do. We have Bishop Brendan Cahill from the Diocese of Victoria in Texas. He will be our mission presenter and speaker. He will be with us beginning this Saturday for all the weekend masses, all the way through the mission, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're very grateful to him and to the Diocese of Victoria for allowing them to come and to be with us.
Now, Bishop Cahill is the Bishop of the Diocese of Victoria, but he is from Houston. He's a lot of people here know him very well. Can you tell us a little bit about his bio?
Yes, so Bishop Cahill was originally born in Coral Gables, Florida, and he'd moved to Houston with his family in his younger years, and he grew up here and was ordained a priest for the Archdiocese of Galveston, Houston. Served as parochial vicar at several parishes here in the Archdiocese. He is, as I mentioned, now the bishop of the Diocese of Victoria, since been ordained bishop by Daniel Cardinal DiNardo in June of 2015. So
wow! And one thing before we say goodbye to you, I was looking up your website, and your title, as listed on the website at stedward.org, is Echo Apprentice.
Correct.
I mean, apart from sounding like a Star Wars call sign for the X-wing fighters, like what is Echo Apprentice?
So Echo is a graduate service learning program that forms and equips parish catechetical leaders and theology teachers for ministry in the Catholic Church.
Nice.
It is through the University of Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana, and we have a cohort of about 60 teachers and parish catechetical leaders that serve across the U.S. as well as in Ireland in partner dioceses. We work toward a master's degree in theology, and we do parish and school work, and just to continue to build up the kingdom.
Well,
and
that is great. How did you find out about that?
I found out about it sophomore year of my undergraduate career, and just kind of tucked it away. And ever since that, it was just something that I decided to apply for. Sometimes I would be asked, "Oh, what would you do if that didn't work?" I was like, I think this is where the Lord is leading me at this point, and it worked. And here I am finishing out my second year. I'll continue to serve in the parish until the end of May. And so I've been really grateful for the 2 years that I've been at St. Edward, and have been just extremely blessed to have been in the Archdiocese.
That's brilliant. So I love that you're called to do that catechetical kind of teaching. We need so much more of that. We need. What do you see as like the biggest need in the Catholic Church for catechetical formation?
I think it's really important to be continuing to engage in adult faith formation. Time and again, we've seen that when adults are formed well, it helps them to form their children, and then the children and teens would like to continue to go to church, and that helps the adults to get to church as well. So it's kind of a cycle, but helping to make sure that we have well-formed adults in our parishes and in our community to help to form the kids, and that is a really big need that we've been seeing, and I really have been reflecting on that a lot lately.
Oh, and I think this Lenten mission is going to be a great component of that. I encourage every single adult listening to get to a Lenten mission, even if it's not the one with Bishop Cahill, though, of course, that would be a great one.
Absolutely.
Tell us again the times of it.
So the mission will be taking place Monday, March 6th through Wednesday, March 8th. We will be offering a morning and an evening session. The morning session will be 9:30 to 11. The evening session will be 7 to 8:30, and they'll all be taking place in the church. Bishop will be with us for all the masses Saturday through Wednesday. So we're grateful to him again.
And there you go. There you go. So, and more information about that at the St. Edward website. It's saintedward.org, but all spelled out, saintedward.org. Funny thing about all these parish websites, you never know if it's ST or SAINT or with a dash or with a dot. Okay, saintedward, all spelled out.org.
/parish mission.
There you go. Noah Schrader, thank you very much for joining us on the Catholic Lunch Break, and I hope you'll be coming back sometime.
Thanks so much, Tim.
Hey, David, this has been an absolutely wonderful show today. Thank you for keeping us on track, for getting all the people in the right seats on the right microphones on time. That was brilliant, man. But I want to remind everyone that the Catholic Lunch Break is underwritten in part by Loving Choice Catholic Pregnancy Help Center. Guided by the Holy Spirit and the teachings of the Catholic Church, the mission of Loving Choice is to extend God's love in the form of emotional, educational, material, and spiritual support to parents and families as they embrace the challenges and also the blessings that can come from an unplanned pregnancy. Loving Choice Catholic Pregnancy Help Center is a place that any woman can go for help and information when she is facing an unexpected, emotional and possibly scary situation. Maybe she just wants to take advantage of a free pregnancy test. All of the services that Loving Choice provides are free. If the test results read positive and she wonders, what do I do now? Who can help me understand my options? And I don't need the judgment and the pressure. Come to the Catholics. The volunteers at Loving Choice are going to listen and provide compassionate options. They really, really want to help every single woman that needs help. Find out more at loving-choice.org, loving-choice.org. Now, coming up for our station here, KSHJ, we have a couple things that I want to bring to your attention. The car raffle's done. If you missed the announcement of the winner, that was Flavio from Fort Worth, All Saints Church in Fort Worth, and so congratulations to him, and thank you again for purchasing your raffle tickets. But we have other ways to support the Guadalupe Radio Network. The car raffle really tides us over between the Christmas Share-a-thon and the Spring Share-a-thon, and that Spring Share-a-thon is coming up in about a month.
Wow,
a little less than a month actually.
Yeah. It is.
It kicks off on March 21st, and so there are several ways that you can help us get ready for that. If you care about this mission, this radio ministry, and you want to see us thrive, I encourage you, put us in your prayer list and pray for the success of the Share-a-thon. Pray that souls will come into the church through this ministry. That is what we want. That's what we really want. You can make a matching gift matching gift donation. You can sponsor a matching gift hour before the Share-a-thon even starts. Minimum $1,000 on that. You can see me for more details, grnonline.com. You can also come in and volunteer to answer the phones on March 21st. That's a Tuesday. The phones are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., and it is a fun, exciting time because we get a bunch of Catholics in the room together, having a great time, chilling out and experiencing the generosity of all of the people who call in to donate. And so if you'd like to be part of that, I encourage you to get on the schedule early. We already have a team of people signed up from Holy Rosary for the 7 a.m. shift. We've got several of our regular volunteers who are already claiming their hours. And so if you would like to be part of that, go to grnonline.com and let me know that you are interested in volunteering for the Share-a-thon. I'll let you know what's available, and it's easy, it's fun, very inspiring. grnonline.com. And until next time, stay Catholic, Houston.